Hello everyone, this is Robyn from mypinkstamper.com, and I am so super excited for today's card. I am really tired of all the snow outside and I am ready for spring around here in Utah. So I thought I'd do a fun spring themed thank you card, and I'm using the Beautiful You stamp set. This stamp set is so huge, it comes in two containers for the stamps. This is one of my most loved stamp sets, my most used, and I highly recommend it. If you're just getting into card making, scrapbooking, other three-dimensional crafts, I highly recommend Beautiful You. You can start out with just a basic black ink pad, and this has sayings for, it has birthday, it has celebrate, live, laugh, love, so happy for you. This is just a really good versatile stamp set. And so I will have the item numbers on the screen for you as I'm using them, just to keep it simplified. If you're watching this from my blog, mypinkstamper.com, I will also have a full supply list as well in the description of this YouTube video. I try to make it super easy for you. Also at the very end of this video, I have just pictures of all of the supplies that I used to create this card. You can just press pause, and if you'd like to order anything you see today, you can order it all directly from my shopping page, mypinkstamper.stampinup.net. Super easy. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to use this piece. This is a scrap of our thick Whisper White cardstock, and I'm going to run it through the Big Shot. Now, if you don't own a Big Shot yet, or if that's on your wish list, you can still recreate this card just by cutting it and making it rectangle. So I just wanted to show you just a step up from that. So I'm going to put this on here, and I'm using our stitched shaped framelits. These come in an assortment of circles, ovals, and squares, various sizes of these stitched shapes. This is my absolute #1 favorite framelit set. It's the most used. I use it in all of my classes. If you've seen my online classes or you've taken one, you know that I try to use at least one of these framelits in one of the cards from my classes. Okay, so that's it, and then you punch it out, and I have a nice little stitched shape. It's called stitched because it has the look as if you ran it through your sewing machine without the thread. So you're not going to thread that or anything. It's just keeping it super simple. Okay, so I'm going to set that aside. Now let's go ahead and we'll do our stamping next. I'm going to pull out our grid paper. The grid paper is perfect for a background if you're trying to save your table or you have a craft space that you just don't want to get any ink or anything on. This is wonderful. It comes in a stack of 100 sheets. Front and back, I use it, I think I have one pad that'll last me 2 years, so it lasts forever. I mean, I utilize them a lot. All right, I'm using our basic black archival, and this is perfect for coloring in. All right, oh, I forgot one step. So one step before I start stamping is I have a piece of our Sweet Sugar Plum cardstock. This is cut at 1 inch by 3 inches. And I'm using our triple banner punch, and I'm going to make this a little banner. Super easy to do. Punches are so fun. And this is 1 inch width, but if you'll notice, I can also do 1.5 or 2 inches, any length. And I'm just going to punch this, and I have a little banner. Isn't that so fun? You could also do this with scissors. This is just much more easier and more precise, I think. But you could do it either way. All right, so now I have everything I'm going to stamp right here. And then I'm also stamping this piece. I'm using some paper that is from Floral something. I will have it on the screen, the name of this paper. It just slipped my mind right now. But I'm going to stamp on this part. So the images I'm using the lady with the pretty umbrella. If you've watched some of my past videos, you know that I've used this lady image a couple times as well. And I've also used this one. So I'm going to be using this one, and I'm using Happy Birthday Gorgeous. I have some friends coming over tonight to just hang out, and we're going to paper craft and work on just some things we need to work on, and I have a card for them. They're all going to make this birthday card just for fun, just for a little treat. It's just a girls' night out tonight. Okay, so I'm going to stamp that right here on my oval, And you might stamp a little bit off, and that's okay. Now this part here, I only need to stamp the umbrella. So I'm just going to stamp the top part on there. And then I'm going to use Happy Birthday Gorgeous. Make sure it's not upside down, and I'm going to stamp that on here. Happy Birthday Gorgeous. That is all the stamping that we're doing. I can set my ink pad aside. And now, what I'm going to do is I'm just using some of our paper snips, some sharp scissors, and I'm going to cut out the umbrella. This is a really easy image. So this is called paper piecing. I always say piercing, but I mean to say piecing. Paper piecing. I will have this on the screen. And that's where you're just taking different portions and you're stamping it on different paper. You can use pattern paper, solid paper, and we could also paper piece her dress as well, but we're just gonna do the umbrella for this card. I'm gonna pull out some adhesive. I'm going to just use some of our snail adhesive for this one. Just put that on the back, and I'm going to add this right on top of the umbrella. So now she has a patterned umbrella. Isn't that fabulous? Yes, it's very fabulous. Now I'm going to use some of our Stampin' Right markers, and this is Pool Party. It comes in the Subtles collection. And I'm just going to, she's just walking in a puddle because it's raining. So I had to add that. Plus I pulled out the Pool Party from this paper that we're using for the card. Okay, so now it's time to put this quick and simple card together. I start with my main card base, which is from our thick Whisper White cardstock. I have it cut in half at 5 1/2. So it's 5 1/2 by 8 1/2, and I've actually scored it at 4 1/4. So I'm just gonna fold this in half, tight crease, and I'm going to use my adhesive, and I'm going to take this piece of rich raspberry cardstock that's cut at 4 inches by 5 1/4. You can get 4 of these quarter sheets from one piece of cardstock. And then I'm just going to add that onto here. Now I'm going to take a strip of this pattern paper, and I'll have the name and item code on the screen because I don't have my catalog in front of me. This is cut at 2 inches by 5 1/4. So I was able to get 12 pieces from one sheet of 12 by 12. Well, actually, these ones don't come in 12 by 12. These ones come in the 6 by 6. So I was able to get 3 per sheet. And there's 4 per package, 4 of those sheets. All right. And now I'm going to take some of our dimensionals and add them to the back of these. I'm adding 4 on those, and then I'm going to add 2 on the back of these. And just take the backing off. And just throw these on the floor. Just kidding, I threw them in the garbage. And I'm gonna start with this one, Happy Birthday Gorgeous, and I'm gonna have it be flush with the rich raspberry. And then I'm gonna add this on here. And this is just a quick and simple, beautiful card if you're brand new starting out. This is a great card to replicate, am I saying that right? To duplicate and make it yourself. If you've been stamping and scrapbooking and crafting for years, this is also a great card to do. This is one of my most favorite cards I've done, and I've been doing this for 22 years. So I hope you enjoy it. You can find me over at mypinkstamper.com, and you can also order directly from my shopping page, mypinkstamper.stampinup.net. I hope you have a fabulous day. Thank you so much for stopping by, and don't forget to subscribe if you'd like to be notified when I have a new video. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.